Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our quick discussion on this weekly horoscope video. So just because guys, the kind of development which is happening in the Indian borders, so I was very stressed and was not having that motivation to make a video on this. But even if like 3 or 4 people are waiting for these kind of like weekly horoscope videos, so that is a good enough motivation for me. So I just thought that I just wrote down few points for all the rising signs, and that is what we will try to understand in this short video. So yes guys, before that, for all of my my friends living in India, it becomes very important that how you show your solidarity and support to our defense forces. Along with that, be very mindful the kind of information or news you are consuming. Lot of the fake news has been doing the rounds all over there in the social media. And guys, okay, for this whole situation, for my friends in the West who do not know much about this situation, so let me give you a quick reference of that, and then we will shift to our discussion. So recently Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney was on a trip to the Oval Office to US, and amidst that discussion with Donald Trump, so someone amongst the reporters asked this question to Donald Trump that, sir, do you still feel that Canada should become the 51st state? To which Donald Trump gave this reply that, see, I am a realtor. I come from a real estate background. I do not believe in all those human-made marcation of the borders and all. All what I know is that, and I have been advocating, is that if Canada will become the 51st state, it is going to be good for the Canadians. Now again guys, obviously Canadians are not gonna like this answer at all, which received a lot of the backlash, and Canadian Prime Minister also defended it with a very respectful response. But we can understand this in the current Indian-Pakistan context as well. The partition of India happened in 1947, and I was like listening to this very senior, very respectful journalist in India, like Shekhar Gupta from the Print, and he said this thing that I went to Pakistan in 1985 in one of the official visit, and I was like surprised seeing their development, their progress, their infrastructure, and all of that difference in the per capita income and all. So I was in this mindset they are much better than India. But see, after that, when their government, their administration, they let that jihadi mindset and that Gajwa-e-Hind and all those kind of terrorists, so now that cancer has spread in the whole veins of that country. Now guys, what better proof do you need that in all of that military action which India has taken, and they have bombed those terrorist strike, so those people who have got killed, they were not only the enemy of India or terrorist declared by India, they have been globally designated terrorists, and their funerals was attended by the senior army military professionals of Pakistan. Even their body and their coffin was wrapped up in the Pakistani flag. So what other proof do you need for this? Now again guys, whatever is happening right now, it becomes very important to understand that now we have a prime minister who will not let these terrorists infiltrate, strike the naive civilians, innocent civilians, and then cross the border and feel themselves safe, that the Indian government will be just crying foul play or seeking for any diplomatic intervention and finding themselves helpless. Guys, you have to understand that if you have to understand the Indian polity, it is slightly sensitive. When this Ayodhya temple inauguration happened, everyone was contemplating that, okay, BJP played that card and now they are going to come back to the majority with good numbers, and the election results were not that favorable, positive, the way everyone was speculating. In the neighboring countries, Pakistan, like when Imran Khan was thrown out of the power, he kept on blaming like Donald Trump, external like foreign minister of US, and even in Bangladesh, like Sheikh Hasina has been blaming the Western interest. So I mean to say, like, and like we know how diverse the Indian polity is. So we do not know which other prime minister when he will be appointed and how strong his will is going to be to give a befitting reply to this sort of terrorist activities. And again guys, terrorism is something like the way a good health and the sickness goes hand in hand. You cannot completely eradicate the terrorism. It has got everything. Whatever Indian government is doing right now, it has to do with giving a response, a message. Whatever is happening, like no matter how strongly and hard Israel hit Hamas, they again regain the strength. So I mean to say, at least right now Indian government is giving a message and a response, so that it's gonna take them decades to even think next time for conducting these kind of terrorist operation. So this is what the whole objective is, and you shall be supporting our defense forces, our government for this cause. Because some of the people, like in my videos in the comment section, have been writing, you are living in and staying in foreign land, it's easy for you to say this. Imagine those who are living in India right now amidst that fear. So again guys, if we will not give a response, whatever is happening right now, or what happened in the Pahalgam in one region, that might happen now in some other region of the country as well. I am old enough, I still remember there have been those incidents, those times when these kind of explosion was a normal affair. Now there is a government which has done something very strong, and this is the time to give a response, a message to that. And all those like kind of Pakistani people who keep on writing scathing things in the comment section, guys, I only want to say one thing. Even you have to contemplate that what kind of people are governing your country, what kind of reputation they have brought to your nation. Like Osama bin Laden was caught over there, like this journalist beheading which happened, like even his like people who planned that, conspired that, they were being being killed in those kind of terrorist strike which India did, all those military action India did against those terrorists. So, and like from so many decades you are being relying only on the grant and the loans, and you will take up the, if you have to compare the case of India and the Pakistan, like when Indian senior designated leaders, like for example even Narendra Modi ji, like when he was like, there was those footage when he met his mother and he was in his like in his house. You see the condition of the house. He lives such a humble and such a middle class kind of life even after being in power for so many of the years. And some of the senior Pakistani people like army, military, general, they retire to settle down in the mansions in London, in US. So this is all your money only, and you have to actually understand that what is happening. So yes guys, it was very heart-wrenching the way things are happening right now. So I just wanted to speak my heart out, and yeah, let's just focus on what this week is bringing for all of us. So guys, it's a very important week because there is going to be important planetary shift which will happen. So first of all, the week will start on a very auspicious note when there is going to be the Buddha Purnima. So like full moon, when Gautam Buddha, he got enlightenment. So that sort of energy, the week will start with that kind of energy. And the second thing is that Jupiter will shift the signs in this week. Sun will shift the sign this week. Rahu Ketu, because then there is a confusion of the true node and the mean node calculation, but based on my calculation, Rahu and Ketu will also shift the signs. And again guys, astrology is all about seeing the overlap. So like the way, for example, when Jupiter is going to be shifting the signs right on that day, like moon is going to be transiting the sign being ruled by the Jupiter, like in the Sagittarius, Jupiter is going to be giving aspect to it, so which can trigger event. So all of that I have like compiled certain points. So yeah guys, like I will not be saying anything on my own. So rest of the video I like spend 2-3 hours to write down all the points, make the observation, and that's how I will be telling you. Yeah, so I might not be putting the like timestamps and all, not planning to do the like another 1 hour of editing and all, so because of my other commitments, so and not having that enthusiasm and energy right now. So please guys, thanks a lot, I'm very grateful for those who will write the timestamps in the comment section of this video. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. So like the way I mentioned, moon will start the journey from the Libra and will end the week being transiting in the Capricorn. So starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So for the Aries Lagna, this week will activate relationship prospects for many, like a new romance or matrimonial proposal. Good week for researchers, people working on commission or working on freelance basis. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event. A very good week for travels, initiating a new project, signing any new deal or any documentation related work. Supportive week for students or for those who have to write any competitive exam. End of the week will remove any ongoing business conflict kind of situation. If you're already going through any conflict in the business and all, so by the end of the week you will see clarity over there. A good week for any salary package or strategy negotiation for the service or people who are in the job. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, overall week is good for the flow of income, business dealings and relationship matters. Tuesday and Wednesday is creating supportive energy for business connected travel or finalizing any important deals. Jupiter's transit shift is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event which could be getting your long stock money released. So for the release of the long stock money and all, it's going to be a good week, especially the energy which is going to be getting generated on the Thursday. Friday and Saturday are good for the travel, sudden recognition or finalizing any home or real estate deal. Students have to keep putting efforts. Don't be overconfident if you have to write any competitive exam this week. Marriageable candidate could proceed towards finalization of any considerable ongoing marriage talks. Now for the Gemini Lagna natives, guys, overall week is good for the service professionals and matrimonial seekers. Start of the week is very supportive for the students and especially creative professionals, new romance or those devoted to mantra sadhana. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in business or matrimonial matters. Friday is very auspicious for long distance travel or especially those engaged in international business like import-export nature of work. End of the week like Saturday, Sunday is slightly sensitive in the matters of the financial dealing, so be very careful. Week is favorable for the unemployed people to expect a job interview this week. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, overall week is good for students, creative professionals, domestic matters, those in the fields of law, health, chances of travels and recognition for your contribution. Start of the week is going to be very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibration, making you deeply emotional, caring and attached to family matters. Tuesday and Wednesday is supportive for students, association with any creative or spiritual projects. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news for those in the job or any good employment kind of news. On Friday, Sun's shift in your 11th house is very supportive for both recognition or some major financial jackpot deal to get through. Saturday and Sunday is supportive in the matters of the love, marriage, courtship and relationship. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, overall week is illuminating in relationship related matters, especially good for people connected with entertainment or government. Full moon energy will prevail at the beginning of the week, facilitating travel and opportunities for the freelance people. Tuesday and Wednesday is supportive for people trying to sell their properties or for prioritizing any relocation. Very supportive for people working in the public sector. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or some auspicious event. Shift of sun on Friday to your 10th house is very supportive for people in job or service. like high possibility of success in any interview or competitive situation. Weekends will keep many busy with the household chores, slight possibilities of money being spent on health, fitness and medicine. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so overall week is good for finance and the family matters. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibration, making you deeply emotional, caring and attached to the family matters or plan vision for your finances. Tuesday and Wednesday is indicating travels which will prove out to be very profitable. Exchange between 11th and 3rd Lord, some lucrative opportunities for the self-employed or the freelance people. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the family life or something which will boost your career prospects. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 9th house is very supportive for people eyeing for any overseas opportunity or visa approval. Weekends will carry playful energies like participating in any sporting activity or spending time with children, or this could be with your lover. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, overall week is supportive for family, finances, short travels or finding success in the majority of your efforts or endeavors. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibrations impacting your ascendant. Highly recommended to contemplate on your life goals, what exactly you want from life or you want to become in the life. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of the 2nd and the 10th Lord, is supportive for people awaiting promotion, salary raise or financial negotiation. Flow of money will be good on these days. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in the Sagittarius, taking place on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the matters of the 3rd house, like successful travels or big significant opportunities for the self-employed or the freelance people. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 8th house is very supportive for people working in commissioning or research fields. Weekends will carry relaxing energies like quality time with the loved ones with a peace of mind. Weekends are also good for realtors or any buying, selling of property or for the purchase of any home appliance and all. Now when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so overall week is supportive for family, finances and personal growth. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibration impacting your 12th house. So it's a supportive energy for people undertaking travels, spiritual elevation, charities, or being able to see through any deceit, hidden traps or hidden enemies. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of the 1st and the 9th Lord, is supportive for people in any senior leadership role. Those working as a consultant, trainer, coach. Luck will guide you and take you to the right places. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the matters of the 2nd house, like significant financial opportunities or like hearing some auspicious news, like in the matters of this could be marriage, childbirth, in the family related, in the family tree. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 7th house is very supportive for breakthrough in some important business commercial dealings. Weekends will be supportive for travels or socializing. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, overall the week is supportive for travels, recognition and relationship related matters. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibrations impacting your 11th house. Highly recommended to contemplate on your life goals, what exactly you want from life or you want to become in life. Supportive for some significant opportunity. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of the 12th and the 8th Lord, is supportive for religious or spiritual austerity. Travel are also indicated. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius or Thursday. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the family life, something which will boost your personal goals. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 6th house is very supportive for people in job or for any employment, interview or competitive situation. Weekends will be supportive for family gathering or socialization. Now guys, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, guys, overall week is supportive for career prospects, income, travel and relationship. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibration, impacting your 10th house. So which will give you maximum visibility and clarity in your career matters, which will support a clear-headed career planning or execution. Opportunities will also come, so opportunities could also be foreseen. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of the 11th and the 7th lord, is supportive for the spike in income or some auspicious news like marriage proposal. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious events in the 12th house connected matters, like this could be traveling or any overseas opportunity. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 5th house is very supportive for creative professionals, independent consultants or people engaged in government projects. Weekends will be supportive for self-grooming and extremely supportive for people in top leadership roles, and it's gonna embolden your prospects. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, overall week is very supportive for career prospects, income, travels and some auspicious events in the life. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibrations, impacting your 9th house. Any religious austerity on Monday will enhance the prospects of your luck and will facilitate absorption of the deep transcendental wisdom. Start of the week, we discussed that. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of the 6th and the 10th lord, is supportive for people in job or those who have to face any competitive situation. Very good for job applicants or for those in the line for promotion. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the 11th house connected matters, like some big significant auspicious news could come on this day. Shift of Sun on Friday to your 4th house is supportive for professional realtors or people working in politics or public domain. Weekends will be supportive for travels, overseas opportunity, slightly vulnerable for those already going through a health or medical situation. And lastly guys, for the Pisces Lagna natives, overall week is supportive for career prospects and travels. Start of the week is very illuminating, carrying the full moon vibrations, impacting your 8th house, which is a supportive energy for people invested in occult, meditation or research. Some sort of epiphany, creative idea or big win-loss situation for people in stock market. So like because luck will fluctuate, so some sort of big win or this could be losses. So people who are in stock market, they have to be careful, tread very carefully. Tuesday and Wednesday, because of the exchange of 5th and the 9th lord, is supportive for students, visa, immigration, aspirants or any sort of travels. Jupiter's transit shift day is getting aligned with the transit of the moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, which will activate some good news or auspicious event in the 10th house connected matters. Could expect some good news in the matters of your, like this could be career progression. Shift of the Sun on Friday to your 3rd house is empowering for people in leadership or high pressure roles, will also bring fame for the creators and influencers. Weekends will be supportive for spike in your income, long-term planning, and many will be forced to take some important decision. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, And for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. धन्यवाद.